Hi, in this video I'm going to run through some of the general settings for phone calls with the Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini. So from the phone app, we hit menu and call settings. We'll be taken to the settings list. First up is call rejection. You can select whether to turn auto reject off, select it for all numbers or just for your auto reject list. And here, auto reject list, you can create, enter numbers, or run through your contacts list and do the same. You have a maximum of 100 numbers at a time, which can be manually put into the auto reject list. You may want to block numbers which you don't know, numbers which spam you, or perhaps you might just be in an environment for a short time where you want to make sure that any calls you receive are forwarded on and rejected. Answering and ending calls, we can have the home key, which is the main key here on the device. The home key can be used to answer a call rather than swiping on the screen. You can answer calls using voice. You tick this box, voice control options are provided, and you can answer the phone using particular keywords. And the power key to end calls, so the power key is here on the right. As soon as you finish a call, instead of fiddling with the touchscreen, you can simply tap the power button if that's enabled. Turn off screen during calls is quite useful. This uses the proximity sensor, which is up here. When you put the phone to your ear, the proximity sensor is covered and the screen is turned off. This stops you from possibly brushing the screen and changing settings or pressing numbers or ending the call accidentally with the side of your face or your ear. Call alerts. This can be set up so certain vibrations or other alerts can be used when you're being called. There's some further settings as well, which I can't access completely because there's no SIM card in this demonstration device, which are generally used with your network to forward calls onto another device, to block all calls, to show whether to show caller ID, so the number and name of someone who it is. Plenty of settings in there, which some may or may not be supported by your network provider. Ringtones and keypad tones are next. So you can select from a list of available ringtones. Vibrations, whether it's just a standard vibration or it buzzes in some kind of particular way to notify you if it's a call. Can be quite useful to have the phone vibrate in a specific way in your pocket when it's a call rather than a message or an email, just to let you know a bit of different feedback. You can decide whether or not it does or doesn't vibrate. And keypad tones, whether or not it beeps when you're pressing the keypad to dial out a number. Again, the amount of feedback is up to you. Video call image. If you're in a video call, you can just display a static image rather than actually displaying what's coming through on the front-facing camera. You can change that stock image. Voicemail service. Generally, again, as my carrier is put here, it depends on your network provider. You may have signed up to specific voicemail services separate to your carrier. You can select these and install them all on here. We'll go through that in another video. Sound for voicemail, you can select a different ringtone or silence when you get a call back from your voicemail to tell you that you've got messages. So again, the voicemail is different to a standard phone call, and you can decide whether or not when you hear that to answer or not. And again, vibrate or on or off for voicemail. Right at the bottom, we've got some internet account settings. If you use voice over IP or SIP for any phone calls, you can set up accounts. That's slightly more advanced down there, but if you want to make SIP calls and VoIP calls, the Galaxy S4 Mini does support that. The account options are there in the call settings. Thank you for watching.